Так, okay. So what did I want to say? Skeletal yes. Of the segments of spinal cord. So, Sophia, tell us please, how many vertebrae are there in vertebral column? Suhail, please tell us.
26.
How many?
26.
26.
In adult.
No, 32, okay. If to consider that segment consists of 5 fused sacral vertebrae, then how much will it be?
Formed by 4.
33 it will be then.
No, 32 to 33, yes. And in spinal cord, there is 31, 31 segment. And parts of spinal cord, they are the same as parts of vertebral column. So, cervical part, yes. And then thoracic part. Lumbar part. Sacral. And coccygeal.
Last one?
Coccygeal. Yes, that one is coccygeal. So, I tell us please, how many cervical vertebrae are there in vertebral column? 7, yes. And we were telling in the last year we were telling that for shortened form for the description of cervical vertebrae or any vertebrae, we use first capital letter of the part of vertebral column, yes, and then Roman number, a sequence number of the vertebra. So if we see in the book this C1, yes, we understand that it is the first cervical vertebra. For segments of spinal cord, we also use capital letter of the first capital letter of the part of spinal cord, but Arabic number. So if we see like this C1, we understand that it means first cervical segment of spinal cord. So yes, there are 7 vertebrae, but there are 8 segments. The upper boundary of the spinal cord is located at the level of foramen magnum. So the first cervical segment of spinal cord is located between foramen magnum and atlas, and the rest cervical segments of spinal cord correspond to all the cervical vertebrae. How many Ashok Pestel thoracic vertebrae are there? 12, yes. And there are also 12 thoracic segments. And lumbar vertebrae, they are 5, yes. And there are 5 segments of 5 lumbar segments of spinal cord. Sacrum consists also of 5 vertebrae, and there are 5 sacral segments. And for coccyx, we can say in different people there are from 3 to 4 coccygeal segments, vertebrae, and there is only 1 coccygeal segment of spinal cord. So totally they are 31 segments of spinal cord. So, in the cervical segments, we said there is no difference. Cervical segments are located at the level of corresponding vertebrae. Difference starts from the level of thoracic segments. Thoracic segments, to describe skeletotopy of thoracic segments of spinal cord, we should divide them into 2 groups. 3 groups. Upper thoracic segments from the 1st to the 4th, middle thoracic segments from the 5th to the 8th, and lower thoracic segments from the 9th to the 12th. So, upper thoracic segment, to identify location of the upper thoracic segments of spinal cord, we should deduct from sequence number of thoracic segment 1, and then we will get sequence number of the vertebra at which level this segment is located.
T1 to T3.
So tell us please, Abhishek, at which level is the 3rd thoracic segment of spinal cord located?
3rd segment of?
That 3rd thoracic segment, at which level is it located? You Ayush, please tell us.
T2.
T2, of course. And 4th?
T3. T1.
First.
No, it will be located on the C7.
Yes, C7. How did you understand?
Sorry.
No, what? Sorry. How? I'm asking you. How did you understand? Explain what Abhishek is.
We have to deduct one thoracic vertebra minor.
Yes, we should take TH3, for example. If you're talking about TH3, deduct 1, and we'll find that it is located at the level of the second thoracic vertebra. Yes? So to identify location of the middle thoracic segments, we should deduct 2 from its sequence number. So at which level, repeat please tell us, is the 7th thoracic vertebra located?
And fifth.
Yes, 5th. And 6th.
T4.
T4, yes. Other? 2. And to identify location of the lower thoracic segment of spinal cord, we should deduct 3. So at which level, Himanshu, please tell us if the 6th, of what did I say? The 9th thoracic segment located.
6.
Yes, at the level of TH6. And the 12th?
12, 9.
9th, yes. So the last thoracic segment of spinal cord, yes, take your seat please, is located at the level of TH9, 9th thoracic vertebra, yes? So that's why we can say that all the lumbar segments of spinal cord are located at the level of TH10, TH11. All the sacral segments are located at the level of TH12, A1. And the first coccygeal, you saw it is very small, yes? It is located at the level of L1, or in males, we can say it is L2. You have to memorize it. Why do we need it? We need it for topical diagnostics, yes? We have to predict consequences of the trauma, for example. For example, patient came to us unconscious, yes? And we diagnosed in him fracture of the 12th thoracic vertebra. And we have to predict which symptoms will he have. Like, for example, does he need ventilation of lungs, yes or not? Like, will his intercostal muscles work or not? So if we know that intercostal muscles, they are supplied by intercostal nerves, and intercostal nerves, they arise from this thoracic segments of spinal cord. And we have fracture at the level of TH12. Thoracic segments of spinal cord, they were over at the level of TH9, yes? So now we understand that no, he doesn't need ventilation because his intercostal muscles will work. Problem will be with this sacral, yes, sacral segments. Sacral segments of spinal cord give nerves, give branches to pelvic organ. So he will probably have problems with urination, defecation, so this functions of pelvic organs will suffer, but not intercostal nerves, not intercostal muscles, not breathing, yes? And vice versa. If, for example, patient comes to us with a complaint of any neurological deficiency, yes? He can't move his right leg, for example, yes? We should know that by which nerves, we will study it in this semester, by which nerves are these muscles which do not work in him, they are supplied, how are these nerves formed, from which segments of spinal cord these fibers arise, and at which level of spinal or vertebral column these segments are located. And then we will make this, use any method of visualization, like MRI, for example, and we will search for the tumor, maybe, you know, so for any pathology that caused compression of this nerve, no, or something, yes? So that's why we need to know this topography of the segments of spinal cord. That's it.
Ma'am, lower limb will be supplied by the sacral now?
By lumbar and sacral plexuses, yes, both of them. Okay, and one more thing is internal structure of spinal cord. Understand internal structure of spinal cord, we will draw a transverse section of it